Montgomery. I like him a lot. The rest of the team, not so much. Goodwin's already looking for a way to get the fuck out of Chicago. Allen Robinson should be following him. Very, very big disappointment. And I think I'm done talking about them unless you guys have anything more you want to say.
Nope. Yep.
All right. And then the absolute fucking highlight of the week. I thought you're not going to see very many games better than what you saw between the Cowboys and the Buccaneers on Thursday. 4 days later, let's see, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days later, and Derek Carr's like, watch this, bitch. Like, seriously. Fucking, this game was nuts. Lamar Jackson, 235 passing yards, which is, like, the greatest fucking passing game he's ever had. That's a lie. But he's not a very good passer. 19 completions, 235 yards, and a touchdown. Derek Carr, 34 completions, 435 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Should have been 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. But fucking, what's his name? Wide receiver or tight end, I don't remember who it was, just like doesn't get his hands up. Looking for Henry Ruggs, was it? I don't remember. In overtime, doesn't get his hands up for the pass. It bounces off of a defender's face mask right into the hands of another defender in the end zone in overtime. And at that point, I'm just like, fuck, the Ravens are going to win this. But then, Carl Nassib, Penn State player, says, I don't fucking think so. Max Crosby thinks he's the star of this game. I'm going to force a fumble. And makes Lamar Jackson fumble. Derek Carr gets the ball, gets a nice pass out to Hunter Renfrow. Then there's some confusion. They run the kicker out. They take a timeout. Derek Carr goes back out. And we're just like, what the fuck's going on? And then Zay Jones from fucking who knows where. like, did he come out of the stands? Like, is this a fucking old school WWE, like, fan jumps the fucking barricade, gets into the ring, and starts scrapping with Scott Steiner or whatever? Nope. Fucking Zay Jones, just out of nowhere, fucking deep fade route to win the game in overtime. Like, I did not expect such a crazy fucking game, such a crazy finish. Derek Carr should have 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. It just, the whole game was just crazy. Raiders win overtime 33-27. Josh Jacobs only 34 yards, but he had 2 rushing touchdowns. Lamar added 86 yards on the ground because, well, he's a running back. Sammy Watkins had 96 of Lamar's yards. Darren Waller, 10 receptions, 108 yards, and a touchdown. He's really good. John Gruden, after the game, said that the greatest player he's ever coached has been Darren Waller. And remember, he's had Warren Sapp, he's had Derek Brooks, he had Khalil Mack, but Darren Waller is the greatest player he's ever coached.
Yeah, look into Darren Waller's story. It's pretty interesting.
Yep, he's very good. Very good at the game of football. God, this is such a good game. I fucking paid for it on Tuesday because I had to get up early to go into work. And I stayed up until like 12:30 or whatever it was watching the game because it was just that damn good. But no regrets. No regrets, as they say. I think the Raiders are a team to watch out for. I really do think they're going to be a very good team.
Yeah. They've got some tricks up their sleeve. They're going up against a team that didn't have any running back. Like, they had a running back that was in there for a couple of days, and they gave him a valiant effort, but I mean, I think it helps the Raiders' resiliency. I don't know. That's a packed. The AFC West, I believe, is undefeated right now.
Yeah. So is the NFC West, I think. Seahawks won, 49ers won.
That's fucking amazing after week 1. The West dominated.
Yeah, the Rams won, and who else? The Cardinals won. Yeah, NFC West is also undefeated.
Yep. That's crazy.
Yeah. How the West was won, apparently, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, but it's also week one, and all of these games were... I've reason to say that all these games were reasonable matchups.
And the AFC, the NFC North, they all lost. Packers lost, Vikings lost, Bears lost, Lions lost.
Yep.
Actually, and the Bears lost to the
NFC East.
and
No, the Eagles won.
yeah, the Eagles
And
won.
Yeah, the Eagles won.
49ers beat the Lions. The NFC West beat the NFC North. The Rams beat the Bears. The NFC West beat the NFC North. The Vikings lost to the Bengals because they suck. But anyways, guys, that was a very eventful past week. We're not even going to get to talk about next week at all. We'll just recap the games next week. Looking forward to the Cowboys-Chargers game. That should be fun. Looking forward to tomorrow's game, the Giants and the Washington football team. And, of course, the Sunday night game, the Chiefs and the Ravens. Anything more you guys want to say before we get to our This Week in Sports History? And, Tony, this one's for you.
Well, I'd be remiss, and sorry, Tony, but gotta shout out my Ducks. What a win.
Yeah, no, dude, I accept it. I come to realize that this team, you're going to have to give it time. They're young. They're very young.
Hey,
the secondary
your
is
quarterback
terrible.
looks legit, though.
What's that?
Your quarterback looks legit. Your redshirt freshman?
Yeah.
He looks good.
Yeah, that's fine, but he's a freshman also. I mean, we've got a great line and a lot of running backs, but that's great if you can't do anything on defense.
Yeah.
You deserve the win. Actually, good win because it was a good game.
Oh, it's a terrifying win.
So you deserve it. It's fine. If we win the Big Ten, I'm fine with it. If we don't, I'll have to deal with it. But I'm pretty sure we can win the Big Ten. I don't know that we'll make it to the playoffs if you guys finish out.
Penn State has
we need an 8-team playoff at least.
Penn State has a huge test.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that entirely.
Penn State had a big win 2 weeks ago against Wisconsin. They crushed Ball State. They have a big game Saturday at 7:30 against Auburn. So,
Yeah, when's your guys' first matchup?
what was that?
Ohio State and Penn State. I'm assuming you play them.
It's the weekend of Halloween.
Is it?
Okay, that'll
Yeah,
be
it's late
a fun
October.
one.
Let's see.
But
Yeah, it's October 30th. Yep.
Yeah, told you.
cool.
I looked it up not too long ago.
Well, if I don't hear some good talk that week, I'll be disappointed.
Well, I mean, we're going to have to see how it goes because if, like, Ohio State lost 3 games already, like, no shit talk needed. Or if Penn State loses the next, if Penn State loses
I
to
don't think we'll
Auburn
lose the
and
next 3 games. I mean, our offense is just too good. We can score literally at any time if the job was done. It just wasn't
Olave
fucking done.
is so good. He's
They
so
have
good.
a good D-line. They have a good defense. Oregon's usually known for their offense. I think it was their defense that won that game.
yeah,
I couldn't believe how well our secondary was playing, and then
Oh,
our
it was
defense as a whole
fantastic.
with no Thibodeau. Crazy.
All right.
Olave got his. It just, I mean, I'm pissed that my team didn't deliver. Good win.
yep.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to have to end this here because we got, like, a minute before
Okay,
before we
sports
end.
history, what was it?
This Week in Sports History, as always, we bring it to you from onthisday.com. On September 14th, 1868, golf's first recorded hole-in-one scored by Tom Morris at Prestwick's 8th hole in Scotland. First ever recorded hole-in-one.
Wow. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
All right. So this has been a lot of fun. It's been a long episode. We didn't do an episode last week, so I guess we had to do a double-sode this week. If you want to check us out on Twitter, we are at Dan D'Antoni. On Facebook, we're Dan D'Antoni Sports. Send us an email. We're dandantonisports@gmail.com. So for Dan, Tony, and Dan, have a good night.